This little 1/24 scale crawler could change the future of mini crawlers forever. That was maybe a little bit dramatic. But anyway, this is the FCX24 from FMS. It's a little 1/24 scale power wagon. Why will it change the future, I hear you say? I will just highlight this bit. 2-speed transmission. I believe this is the very first 1/24 scale to have a 2-speed gearbox, an actual real 2-speed gearbox, not just something that electronically changes the speed. And also portal axles. That's right guys, 1/24 scale, 2-speed gearbox, portal axles. It comes in 3 different colours, yellow, red, blue. And looking on the box, it looks like FMS are gonna be throwing some options on this thing. I don't know when these are gonna be available, but man, that is awesome. There's also like a really cool picture on there, look. That is so cool. Right, anyway, let's get it out of the box. I've already got it out the box. So in here, you get a transmitter. This is a generic FMS one. These switches change the ESC functions. You got channel 3, which I think is your gearbox. Channel 4 is your lights, steering trim, dual rate, throttle trim, etc. Instructions will tell you all about that. Charger and wheel hex. Stickers. Some tiny little O-rings. I'm not sure what they're for. The spare wheel and the bracket for it. And then the rear cage, the fuel tank, and some little spring tensioners for your shocks. All these samples came from FMS, and in all of them I had a load of, it says gift. I don't know whether you get these when you buy them, but I've got some diffs, they look like portal covers, some more diffs in there. Don't know whether you get them. There's also a loose diff in there as well. So let's presume you don't get them, but we will have a look at them. Here's one I prepared earlier. You must admit, this thing looks so cool. So this is the blue one. You also get like a mustard yellow, old school, and then you get this like metallic-y burgundy colour. That looks cool as well. What's your favourite colour? Obviously I've got the stickers on and put the rear cage on the blue, but what is your favourite? So this is the bits you have to put on this little cage. You then put the rear wheel on. It's also got a fuel tank there that you have to put together. Now, it didn't come with any screws or anything to fix that together. I had to glue the 2 pieces together because it comes in 2 pieces, and then like the little fuel cap comes separate as well. I had to use a bit of glue just to do that, and then it has got a sticky pad for you to stick it on, but I couldn't work out if that had to clip together. But anyway, that's on, spare wheels on. These tractor size, these are the same as the Unimog. Wipers, windows, there is no interior in this one. We're still gonna get a driver in though, but this one doesn't come with an interior. Little snorkel there. Front lights, I presume these work because there are cables in there. And then underneath, multi-link suspension. There's your portals there. Portal axles, not sure if that's a first on a 1/24 scale, but this one's got portals. And then you can see a little servo there that's for your 2-speed gearbox. I'm hoping this thing's going to perform well because it looks really cool. Nice amount of flex there as well. It's not got oil shocks. These would be better with oil shocks, but they're so light that it doesn't really make a massive difference. But we got some good flex. You'll see there's no pins or anything on the body. Got little clips just under here, there, and there. I'd like to say they're quick release, but these ones at the rear here are a little bit fiddly. There we go. So something else I couldn't work out, it's got 2 cables going to there, and one of the plugs isn't plugged in. And now I checked all the others and they're the same. It's just got one plugged in there. So I don't know whether that's something you can plug in just to change what the lights do. That's your 3-in-1 ESC receiver, like light control. You've got Power Dash 130 motor in there, so it's got quite a big motor. These usually come with a 050, which is quite a bit smaller than that, but that looks a decent sized motor. 3-wire servo, and that's your 2-speed gearbox there. Out the box, these come with a locked axle, so axle locked. Plastic gears on these, and that's what the locked one looks like. But you can get an optional diff that looks like that. And I've put that diff in the rear of the yellow one. It's relatively easy to do. You just take the portals off, and the axle comes apart, and just swap them over. But now you can see we've got a, this one's got a rear diff in it. So really for crawling and stuff, you're going to want the diffs locked. If you leave all the diffs unlocked, then that'd be ideal for just a little bit of off-roading, but not much crawling. And then potentially you could have the rear locked, leave the front open. The front being left open will give you better turning, but you'll still have a bit of traction with the rear locked one. So lots of options when you're swapping the diffs over. Battery is in. We're switched on. Channel 4 does your lights. So switch your lights on, press it again, and it just makes them a little bit brighter. And then off. Channel 3 is your gearbox, so high speed. That's got loads of wheel speed, look. It lifts the front wheel. Whoa, body's come off. But watch the low speed. Watch this. You are going to be impressed with this, watch. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh yes, I can feel it. You can feel it pushing against my arm. It's got plenty of torque. Come on, don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. Oh. Full speed. So the good thing about these little 124s is you're not really limited. In the winter or the weather's bad, you can run them indoors. Indoors in winter at night time. And it's a nice sunny day like today. Bring them outside and play. High speed at the moment. It's got loads of wheel speed, look at it. Nice. And then switch it, low speed, and then crazy crawling speed. Man, that is awesome. It's not, it's smoothish. Seems to at very low speeds. It's a little bit jumpy, but as you can see, but man, that has got some control. All right, let's switch it back to high gear just so we can see what sort of control it's got crawling in high gear. Remember, I've kept the diffs locked on this one. That's actually not too bad, even in high gear. You've still got a bit of control there. I don't know what it'd be like on rocks and stuff, but it seems pretty good. We will switch it to low again in a minute if we need to, but just keep it in high gear for a bit. Whoa. I think that's a bit too steep there. So portal axles give you a bit more ground clearance, and they also so the drive shaft popped off then. It just popped out from like the UJ bit. It did go back in, but I think it's because I had it in high gear, and we got it in a tricky situation and put the power on. That motor's obviously got way too much torque for the plastic drive shafts that are on it. That may be something to be concerned about if it keeps doing it, but loose dry terrain here, I'm not sure it's going to do all that well, although with this 2-speed gearbox it's definitely given it a little bit more capability. Oh, there we go. I think I've gone the wrong way. I should have gone round there. Let's go round that way. That's a bit tricky there. Let's go the other way. Let's go around this way. Come on, I think that you can do this. Come on. Oh yeah. Ah, where you going? Guys, that is pretty, I was gonna say it's impressive, and it's gonna roll back down again. Ah, definitely top heavy, but as you saw there, it's able to get over these loose stones with that nice slow control. The MN99 couldn't get up here. That's a 1/10 scale. Bit of wheel speed. Oh, high gear takes a drag brake off. So in the low speed, it's got a drag brake, and in high speed, it hasn't. Because when I took that off, then it started rolling backwards. Let's try a different way. Oh, this looks better. Come on. Slow, slow, slow and steady. Come on. Yes. Oh, I'm impressed with this, guys. I am super impressed with this control. If I stand back here, you can see it's not, you know, that wasn't easy terrain there. It got up there relatively well. Don't think we're going to get down here without it rolling, but I'm willing to give it a go. Oh, nah. Well, what more can I say? 2-speed, portal axles, nice looking. It is a little bit top heavy. That drive shaft did pop off when we got the wheel jammed, so being that they're plastic, it could cause an issue if you're not careful. But looking at all the options that they've got there, I think there were some metal drive shafts anyway, so. Oh, this is so cool.
then